Madam President, thank you for taking the time to listen and watch my presentation as I address the critical problem affecting the Doohickeys company and the possible solutions to the critical problem. So let me first begin by sharing some background information. On my fourth day of work, a manufacturing supervisor approached me in a fury, demanded that I must fire John from the factory because he talked back to him. The supervisor claimed that John's example will inspire other factory workers to soon commit mutiny and diminish his power as a supervisor. This supervisor acted with insecurity, well, according to my opinion, maybe because he doesn't appear to know anything about manufacturing process. I asked the supervisor for documentation to support John's dismissal, but he laughed and said that documentation is HR's job. I asked if John, the employee, has ever received a verbal or written warning, to which the supervisor confirmed that the company uses work at will state policy, and as a result he said that he can fire him whenever he wants. He also confessed that he doesn't like John because he dresses funny. I learned that performance appraisals also have not been conducted in our company for the past 5 years. So according to my analysis, I believe that the critical problem lies in how our company dismisses employees. Now, the at-will policy has several implications to our company. First of all is that when employees work at our company under the at-will policy, the employee can quit at any time. The second problem is that the company can discharge the employee at any time for any or no reason or without notice. The third problem is that unfairly dismissed employees may sue the company. Now, how does these problems affect the company? First of all is that employees will leave the company without reason and without notifying the company in advance. This may slow down production and will cost the company more money to hire new employees. Third is that dismissing employees at will diminish morale among employees, and this will affect production and the bottom line of the company in the long run. Third is that there will be legal ramifications for Doohickeys Unit Company if an employee is unfairly dismissed based on physical appearance, gender, or race. Now, what are the acceptable reasons for dismissal? So, this will provide solutions to some of those problems. The first one is that our at-will employment policy should contain legal reasons for dismissal. This will protect the company from lawsuits resulting in dismissal of employees. Recruits and employees should be allowed to read and understand how the at-will employment policy affects them as an employee. Second solution is that there should be sufficient evidence of past warnings regarding employee conduct, such as insubordination, which will give the company the right to fire employees at will. The third solution is that performance appraisals must be done for every employee and documentation to warrant dismissal based on poor job performance. Employees who have higher scores on performance appraisals and have worked for the company for more than a year should be given a different contract, for example, a permanent contract. Managers should receive regular trainings on acceptable reasons for dismissal while complying with our at-will employment policy. Now, there are several pros and cons that the at-will policy or some of the solutions that we'll have on our company. So some of the pros regarding the solutions is that when there are legal reasons for termination contained in the at-will policy, it provides a faster, easier termination process that is with minimal ramifications. The third advantage is that performance appraisals increases employee merit, allowing managers to promote productive workers and fire at will unproductive workers. The third pro is that when employees understand the at-will employment policy, it will eliminate the burden of negotiating contracts with employees, including renewals, and this will save the company time and money. And in the long run, this increases company's bottom line. Now, there are some challenges that the company will face as well, based on the solutions that are provided. So one of the challenges is that at-will employment policy puts the company at risk of losing good, productive employees who quit at will without notice. The company should provide a separate contract to employees that show great progress in their performance reviews after a year. Another challenge is that at-will policy makes it difficult for the company to attract great employees with top talent and skills. The solution should be that all employees should be informed that they will transition to contracted employees when they perform well in their performance reviews after a period of time. The third challenge is that managers may take advantage of the at-will policy to fire employees they don't like or employees they don't get along with. So managers should be informed in writing that legal actions will be laid against them if they are found in breach of the at-will policy. Now, in conclusion, I believe that as a company that values the employees, we should apply the above principles to balance how we dismiss unproductive employees at will and retain those who benefit the company without affecting the company's bottom line. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope that these solutions will be implemented in our company.